All right, let's jump right in. Imagine it's February 2026. The crypto world looks, well, a lot different. The big question on everyone's mind is, what's actually working? Where's the real value being created now? Let's break it down.
So here's the central question, right? Crypto in 2026, is it still just a bunch of hype? Or are we finally seeing some real substance? I mean, for years, this space was just a wild roller coaster of pure speculation. But by 2026, the market has grown up. It's demanding more. It's no longer about what you promise you'll build, it's about what you've actually delivered.
And that, right there, is the fundamental shift. The entire game has changed. You know that whole era of chasing meme coins just for the hype? Yeah, that's fading fast. We're now seeing a much more disciplined search for projects with genuine, real-world utility and technology that's actually sustainable.
So, what does this new environment actually look and feel like? Let's dig into the key factors that are shaping the crypto market in early 2026.
You know how crypto tends to move in these big cycles, often kicked off by things like the Bitcoin halving? Well, by 2026, we're past that initial chaotic frenzy. We've entered what experts are calling a maturing growth phase. And really, all that means is that the strong projects, the ones that are actually building and delivering real products, are the ones pulling way ahead of the pack.
So what are the new signals for quality? Well, investors are getting way more discerning. They're digging into the fundamentals. They're looking for solid tech that solves a real problem, trustworthy and active development teams, genuine adoption by actual users, and a clear plan for long-term sustainability. The bottom line? Fundamentals matter more than they ever have before.
With that foundation set, let's look at the absolute pillars of this new market, the two giants that have pretty much become the blue chips of the entire crypto world.
First up, and to no one's surprise, it's still the king, Bitcoin. But its role has really solidified. It's not trying to be a super fast payment network to buy your coffee anymore. It has fully embraced its identity as digital gold. With that fixed supply of only 21 million coins ever, it's now seen by major institutions as a reliable store of value, a true reserve asset for our digital age.
Now, this is absolutely crucial to understand. Bitcoin and Ethereum aren't really competitors. They're playing two totally different games. While Bitcoin is that secure store of value, Ethereum is the global application platform. It's the backbone of Web3. Think of it like a decentralized world computer, where developers build everything from finance to digital art, using its smart contract engine.
Okay, so beyond those two giants, there's this really interesting tier of high-growth challengers popping up. These are projects that are laser-focused on solving specific problems and pushing the boundaries of what blockchain tech can actually do. And a perfect example here is Solana. Its claim to fame is just pure, incredible speed. While other blockchains were getting bogged down with congestion and crazy high fees, Solana was built from the ground up to handle thousands of transactions per second. This kind of raw performance makes it an absolute magnet for applications that need to move fast, like gaming and high-volume digital collectibles.
Next up is a project that provides something absolutely critical for the whole space: Chainlink. It solves a massive problem because blockchains, on their own, are kind of cut off from the real world. They can't access outside information. Chainlink acts as a secure oracle. Think of it like a trusted bridge that feeds real-world data, like stock prices or weather reports, onto the blockchain. This is what enables much more advanced smart contracts and allows for powerful partnerships with big financial and tech companies.
Now, let's explore what might be the most exciting, and let's be honest, the most speculative, area of the 2026 market: the incredible convergence of artificial intelligence and blockchain technology.
I mean, this is a massive question, right? And the industry is really just starting to scratch the surface of the answers. But when you combine the trust and transparency of the blockchain with the raw intelligence of AI, you open up an entirely new world of possibilities.
So what are these projects actually trying to do? Well, they're focused on creating things like decentralized marketplaces for data, systems for sharing computing power to train AI models, and even building intelligent automated agents right on the blockchain. But it is so important to understand the profile here. This is the definition of a high-risk, high-potential sector. It's the absolute cutting edge, which also means it's the most volatile.
Okay, so we've surveyed the landscape. Now for the most important part. How do you translate all of this information into a smart, strategic approach? Let's build your playbook. Before we go any further, we have to be crystal clear. This is for educational purposes only, and it is absolutely not financial advice. The crypto market is, and probably always will be, extremely risky.
always do your own thorough research.
So what should that research even look like? Here's a simple 5-point checklist you can use to evaluate any project. 1. Does it have real utility? Does it solve a real problem? 2. Is the team active and can you trust them? 3. Are people actually using it? 4. What does the token supply look like? Is it limited? And 5. The golden rule. Can you afford to lose this investment? This framework helps you shift from pure speculation to careful evaluation.
Another key strategic shift is all about managing risk. In a maturing market, you don't need to bet everything on one long shot. A much smarter approach is diversification, building a balanced portfolio to manage your risk while still capturing that potential upside.
And here's one example of what that could look like. You might anchor a portfolio with Bitcoin for that stability, add Ethereum for its huge platform-level growth, and then allocate a smaller, more strategic portion to those higher potential and higher risk projects like Solana, Chainlink, or some of those emerging AI coins.
And looking even further down the road, you can see that crypto's journey is one of deeper and deeper integration into our digital lives. It's moving from being a niche asset class into the very fabric of global finance, gaming, and digital ownership. And eventually, it might just become the foundation for our digital identities.
So let's quickly recap the key areas we've covered. You've got the foundational stability of Bitcoin, the platform growth of Ethereum, the high-speed challenge from Solana, the critical infrastructure that Chainlink provides, and that high-potential new frontier of AI projects.
If there's one key takeaway from all of this, it's this: the days of wild, uninformed bets are fading. Lasting success in this more mature market is most likely going to be defined by a disciplined approach. That means patience, thorough research, and really smart risk management.
And that leaves us with a final thought. This technology is evolving, the market is maturing, and the future of this space is being built as we speak. The only question is your strategy ready for it?